Hey everyone, my name is Jared Michael and I'm the founder of CityBeat Baltimore. We wanted to do something a little different this year and do an end of the year video testifying of what God's done right here in Southwest Baltimore City and beyond. God has been so faithful. In 2015, when me and a small group of us founded this ministry, we never could have imagined that in this moment, seeing what God's doing back then when we were dreaming, seeing it now come full circle and seeing those dreams become a reality. It's a beautiful thing when God gives you a dream in your heart and you think about what could be, and then you see that dream unfold, and now you're living in the fruit and the just the beautiful thing of how God brings those dreams to pass. So in 2023, we saw God do some incredible things. I want to start first with Adopt-A-Block. Adopt-A-Block is one of our key staple ministries. We started that when we first launched CityBeat, and that will be a ministry we will continue to do. A key word here in our ministry and in our culture is a word: consistency. That's key. We don't want to just show up for a one-time thing and then go away. We want to show people we're serious, we're committed, and we're consistent. And so one of the ways we do that is through Adopt-A-Block. We show up each and every month. We serve people right where they're at. We serve hot meals. We clean up trash, and we just love on people. You know, the greatest thing when I read the Bible and seeing in the Gospels what Jesus did, he showed up to people where they were. He met their needs, whether that was physical, tangible, spiritual. But the most important part was he didn't want to leave them where they were. He wanted to empower them. So that's what we see through Adopt-A-Block. We meet people where they're at, but we see that being a bridge, an open door to seeing God open their hearts to receiving not just a hot meal or clothes or a conversation, but their hearts are being transformed by the love of God. And we've seen so many testimonies of people getting off the streets because of being faithful to serve people through Adopt-A-Block. So this past year, we saw so many teams and churches come help us serve this community. And we just want to say thank you if you're one of those churches or one of those teams. People came from many states outside of Maryland and drove down, sacrificed a day. Some stayed overnight just so they could be here on a Saturday to serve. And that's a beautiful thing, seeing people get excited to serve one another, to be the hands and feet of Jesus. So Adopt-A-Block has been a success this year, and we're looking forward to 2024 continually being consistent. Another exciting thing is the Resource Center. Many of you guys saw a video I did about a year and a half ago of a property God put on our heart that we were able to purchase. It was a corner store that was drug infested and many different things were going on. It shut down, and then the Lord said, hey, buy the corner store. It was a big leap of faith. We took it, and God met us, and now we own that corner store. And we've redeemed that property. And this year, we fully launched it. We saw people coming in, getting what they needed as far as clothing and necessity items, being able to have a place outside of our building here where we serve hot meals, a separate building where we're able to expand on our resources. And so I want to say thank you to so many people who have given clothing donations, necessities, come and given your time to help us sort through the so many hundreds of bags of clothes. It's a beautiful thing seeing people come and just help us, even in the small things, sorting clothes, going through necessities. It's blessing people, and that's what the Resource Center is intended to be. Another avenue that people can experience the love of Christ, and we've been excited to see that come full circle. We had to renovate it, we had to get everything in place, and now it's in operation, and it's blessing hundreds of people each and every month. So thank you. Another area that we've seen God grow us is in our CityBeat Kids. This is a very vital ministry here in this area. Many kids run the streets and they get involved in different activities that aren't necessarily good ones. And so we felt compelled that we need to meet kids where they're at, provide a safe space where they can come into our building and we can offer hope and the love of Christ. And so we have kids coming into this building, whether Sunday service or during the week, experiencing the love of Christ. Pastor Kelly, our kids pastor, decided, what if we expanded that, and the first Wednesday of every month, we went out in the summer months and we operated in a field set up and just did like a block party. And then in the winter months, we came inside the building, stayed consistent, and continued to minister to kids. And so this past year, we saw that happen. Many kids came in. We started off the year with different activities inside. When it's cold outside, kids are coming inside. We're feeding them, we're loving on them, we're having activities, and most importantly, we're giving kids a chance to experience the love of Christ. A testimony from that is Pastor Kelly did a movie night on December, and she shared that, hey, I'm going to allow the kids before the movie night to receive Jesus if they never have before. And she gave an opportunity, and she said so many hands went up, said, I want to receive Jesus as my Lord and Savior. That's what it's all about. It's not about just bringing kids in to occupy them for an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's about seeing their heart transform. If we're going to see our streets transform, it's going to start one life at a time, one child at a time, their hearts being softened to the gospel. And so we saw that this year, so many kids coming into this place, experiencing Christ, and you are a part of that. Thank you. Another thing I want to just share is we have seen God transform this community through our Wednesday night outreaches. We have teams come each and every Wednesday night from our ministry here and other churches around the area. And while most of us are getting ready to bunker down for the night, our team is just getting started. They're prepping bags, getting food together, and hitting the street, whether it's warm outside, whether it's chilly outside, and there has been some cold nights for sure. But God has been faithful, meeting people right where they're at. We've seen people give their lives to Christ. We've seen people come the next day to our soup kitchen and get off the streets, and we help them get into a faith-based program. All because of your faithfulness and generosity. If you support our ministry, whether through prayer or finances, you're a part of each life that is transformed. A testimony is we had a young man coming here for a while. He came, we met him through one of our outreaches. He started coming to church on Sunday. He was battling addiction, battling just all the realm of darkness that comes with that. And finally one day he said, Pastor, I'm ready for a change. I don't want to just talk about it. I'm ready for a change. We were able to connect him with Baltimore Teen Challenge that we have a great relationship with, and he's now in their program doing so extremely well. And here's how that happens. Because you invest in us, we invest in the people in this community, and their lives are being touched one person at a time, and they're taking that step. We're meeting them where they're at. They're taking the step forward, and now Jesus is transforming their lives. All because of your partnership with us, we can continue to stay faithful right here in Southwest Baltimore. I believe 2024 is going to be a year like no other year. The need is very great, and there's many opportunities for us to continue to see a need and meet it, to find a hurt and help heal it. But there's only one way we can continue, and that's through your continued partnership with us. Your generosity has helped us, has sustained us, and I believe will continue to enable us to be able to be the hands and feet of Jesus right here. As we continue to grow and be able to expand, our partnership with you is, I believe, a God partnership. I believe you give to this ministry not out of obligation, but because there's a pulling on your heart. And so first I want to say thank you for responding to that tug. And now I want to ask, would you continue to serve this ministry by financially giving and being a part of what God's doing here? If you aren't a monthly giver or what we call a city changer, I want to ask that you would prayerfully maybe consider giving a one-time gift or a reoccurring gift, that we can continue to not just see these outreaches continue and the many others that we have, but we can continue to see lives like that young man I told you about transformed each and every day. I want to thank you for a great year. 2023 was a great year of God's faithfulness, of us being consistent, and I believe 2024 is going to be a year like no other. And I truly believe this. The best is yet to come. Thank you for your partnership, for you believing in us, for responding to God pulling on your heart to partner with us. And I believe this next year, you're going to continue to see God transform lives as we stay faithful right here in this harvest field. God bless you.